Coming up tonight, a happy ending for the lone pilot that was forced into a crash landing yesterday in western New Providence. Our news was on scene. Plus, educators honored for their invaluable research and efforts to educate the youth of our nation. And later, the African giant takes over the Bahamas. Burna Boy brings down the house live in concert, and our Danielle Miller was there. We've got the details on the concert and so much more as our news weekend starts now. This is our news weekend. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Megan Shepard. Prime Minister Philip Davis to officially open the Bahamas Consulate General in Los Angeles tomorrow morning. A statement by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs notes the opening in a strategic jurisdiction reaffirms the commitment of the Davis administration to protect all Bahamians, further the country's economic interests, and provide consular support for Bahamians on the west coast of the United States. The new office will be headed by Consul General Joy Newbold and is expected to eventually house tourism and investment offices. Meantime, a disturbing and explicit video circulating on social media shortly after 8 p.m. on Saturday, grabbing the attention of residents and police. An unclothed 46-year-old woman can be seen behaving erratically in front of a residence. Unfortunately, police say the woman is known to have a mental disorder and was taken to hospital via EMS accompanied by family members. They say she is currently receiving medical attention. Police emphasizing the presence of mental illnesses in our society and say when individuals are noticed displaying unstable behavior, including exposing private body parts, it should not be exploited. The public being reminded that intentionally publishing or disseminating information about vulnerable individuals in such a state will result in prosecution. A 27-year-old female from Carvel Beach, Grand Bahama, is dead tonight following a traffic accident sometime around midnight on Friday. According to officers of the traffic division, the female was traveling west on East Sunrise Highway in the area of the Lucayan roundabout when she lost control of her gray Chevy HHR and collided into a tree. She sustained serious injuries from the accident, was transported to the hospital by EMS personnel, and was later airlifted to New Providence for further medical attention. However, she died later on while in hospital. Police are actively investigating the circumstances. Authorities responding to reports of a plane crash near Coral Harbor Road, close to the perimeter fence of Lyndon Pinling International Airport late Saturday afternoon. The shocking incident happening just before 5 p.m. Cell phone footage obtained by Our News shows the familiar security fence torn down with evident marks spanning across the street, culminating with the small aircraft engulfed in flames. Head of the Airport Division, Chief Superintendent Elvis Curtis, was on scene.
The initial report is that a twin-engine aircraft, a Cessna 402, departed from LPIA en route to Fresh Creek, Andros, with one soul on board, just the pilot. Shortly after, the pilot experienced left engine issues and the plane crashed across the street into the lake.
Authorities also telling the media the lone pilot was able to escape the aircraft before it caught fire.
The pilot was able to walk away from the aircraft. There was one soul on board. He's able to walk away from the aircraft. He experienced some chest issues and he was taken to Doctor's Hospital.
Well, the 2024 Fresh Start program launched by the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture in Grand Bahama is now officially underway. Italia Hall spoke with some of this year's participants who shared their hopes and aspirations for the future.
You have to want it. No one could sell you a dream. I'm not here to sell you a dream. I'm here to tell you that hard work pays off.
That was Youth Program Coordinator Carla Brown-Roker, who conveyed a message of encouragement to participants of the Grand Bahama Fresh Start program, emphasizing the program's track record of positive results over the decades it's been in existence. Numerous Grand Bahamians have undergone training in essential skills through the program, leading to employment opportunities. The Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute Northern Bahamas has once again partnered with Fresh Start to offer a range of unique courses. Sherlock Prince is recruitment officer officer at BTVI in the north.
IT is the way the world is going, specifically the way Grand Bahamas is going. And we want to ensure that the people are not just trained for today, but they're trained for tomorrow, they're trained for the next 5 years.
This year's program has attracted a significant number of young participants. Shia Carey is one of them, now excited about the opportunity to find a new job.
Especially since Dorian, COVID, there have been a lot of world-changing situations that has occurred where it has become hard for young people such as myself to find a new job because when it comes to finding a new job, people usually look for persons who have experience, and as someone who is just stepping into the workforce for the very first time, it could be rather challenging.
Kristen Davis also eager for a fresh start.
I put my full effort into it for me. The department I chose is medical assistant. I feel so I can help people, you know what I mean? And I used to only male in the department, so I feel like big man. So I gotta take the step forward and handle my business for sure.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Italia Hall.
Thanks so much, Italia. Educators from across the nation honored on Friday for their exceptional contributions to the focus on youth research programs designed to educate primary school students about HIV prevention and the prevention of unwanted teen pregnancies. Dr. Nakia Forbes, director of the Bahamas National HIV, STI, and TB program, provided insight into HIV statistics and its decline. She attributed this decline to the efforts made by program instructors.
The Bahamas has shown steady progress toward reaching the global targets on HIV fast-track end of AIDS. So I'm happy to share that newly diagnosed HIV infections have reduced by 63% in the years 2012 to 2021. And AIDS-related deaths have also decreased by 41% in that same time period. So the work you're all doing is very impactful. It is making a huge difference.
Well, veteran Bahamian recording artist, affectionately known as the Bahamian Queen of Soul, Priscilla Rollins, has died. She was 79. According to family, Rollins passed away on Saturday. Her famous song, Independence Morning, captivates listeners and commands the airwaves every year during the month of July. Rollins' musical journey began as a teenager, singing in a gospel group with her mother. Prime Minister Philip Davis on X, formerly known as Twitter, expressing his condolences. He said, quote, "Her voice, a symbol of our nation's spirit and independence, will be profoundly missed. Anne and I extend our heartfelt condolences to her family, friends, and all who were moved by her music. Priscilla's legacy will forever echo in the heart of the Bahamas." End quote. Well, still more news to come tonight, but for now, we have your first look at temperatures with meteorologist Ian McKenzie. Ian.
Thanks, Megan, and good evening, Bahamas. Here's a look now at your Sunday evening forecast. We're currently outside our studios. We're under rain, temperature around 78. Winds are from the south at 16 miles per hour with a comfortable feels-like temperature of 71. Current temperatures across the country right now: Freeport, we have 74, 76 in Marsh Harbor, 78 in Great Harbor Key as well as the capital, 77 Governor's Harbor, Nicholstown at 80, and 74 at Arlestown, Bimini, all under rain, cool temperatures. Central Bahamas, we have 78 in Camp Space, 79 in Georgetown and Dedmonds Key, 78 in Arthurstown, and 73 in Coburn Town, San Salvador. For the Southeast Bahamas, we have 73 in Duncantown, 78 in Delectable Bay and Colonel Hill, 80 in Abrahams Bay, 79 in Providenciales, and rounding up our temperature profile, Deep South Matthewtown coming in at 81. First look now at our satellite and radar imagery where we have a plume of moisture. This is all associated with a funnel system that will be pushing through our area, developing some showers and thunderstorms along its way. Stay tuned, we'll tell you more about this straight ahead.
Still to come on Our News Weekend, hundreds on Grand Bahama given the gift of sight. We'll tell you how local and international roadie clubs made it all possible. We have the details when Our News Weekend returns.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price, and you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
The Razani Lands Project back in Grand Bahama, partnering with the Grand Bahama Health Services and Rotary Clubs on the island. The group's coming together to provide free optical tests and glasses to those in need. Randy Robb of the Rotary Club of Fleming Island explains that the tests are thorough and cater to each individual. But if clients need a stronger prescription, registered nurse Shaneka Anderson explains that's where the Grand Bahama Health Services comes in.
We test 3 times, once with your basic vision, once with the portable tester, and then once your glasses are made to make sure that you can see corrected.
We are just here as the healthcare providers to provide any recommendation, any referrals that the Razani Project will refer back to us, and from there we'll take on the management of the patients.
Rotarian Angelica Christie says clients were extremely grateful to be provided with their custom glasses on spot.
There are glasses that they can take with them if they don't know how to see, close by or far or in between. So there are 3 different kinds of glasses that are provided to them here, free of charge.
Area Governor for Grand Bahama, Otniel Pinder, says the response was more than expected, as hundreds were able to walk away with free glasses and improved vision over the 3-day event. Member Jackie Russell echoing those sentiments. She says it is a joy to be able to assist.
It's an overwhelming response. The thing about it is each day we are supposed to have 50 persons on the list, and if according to yesterday we did close to 100, and today we would supersede 100 based on the numbers of persons we have and the wait list.
It's just so sad that we can't accommodate everybody, but those that we have accommodated, they are grateful and thankful for this initiative. And working here for the last 2 days, the smiles on person's faces, when they're done, they say, oh, I can see so clearly now.
Malvis Capone of the Rotary Club of Grand Bahama, instrumental in bringing the international clubs together for the initiative. She says the support by the community proves that there is a major need on that northern island.
We know the need is here, so those persons who are thinking about going into the medical field, think about ophthalmology or optometry. It's really, really needed.
A group of men using their life stories to create a brotherhood of sorts, unity in the community. It is an initiative in the Marco City constituency of Grand Bahama, seeking to mentor young men from the 8 neighborhoods through sports. Howard Bowe, now bound to a wheelchair since 1997, says he wants to use his life experience to guide young men in his community. Bowe was shot to the back while walking through a track road with 2 friends. Since then, he has given much of his time and efforts to making an impact. As one of the organizers for Unity in the Community, he says this latest initiative aims to serve as a crime prevention tool.
As we see what's ongoing right now in Nassau, there's a lot of violence and a lot of crime that is ongoing, and our aim is to try and to counteract it from actually reaching to our neighborhood.
Bowe says he is challenging other men throughout Grand Bahama to follow their framework. Here's how it works.
If they will familiarize themselves, and if they have any disputes or anything of that nature, because we plan to actually put together a database, and if we have any form of issues ongoing, we would be able to reach out to the parents, and we would be able to quash, and alleviate some of that pressure from the police having to intervene in these little small matters.
Organizer Michael Colberg Jr.'s personal story leading to a calling to give back. You see, Colberg grew up in the Grand Bahama Children's Home from the age of 7 until he was 18. Now a father to 4 boys, he says there's never been a second thought about taking part in unity in the community.
The young men are listening. My brothers behind me are really pushing forward. They're really, really pushing forward because we had a big brother program when I was in the home, and this is giving off the same energy that give off. And that is the reason why I don't smoke and I don't drink and I don't keep company. It's because of the same big brother program that helped me in the home. You understand? So now these fellas doing the same thing. It was only right for me to partake and be a blessing.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Megan Shepard. When we come back from the break, we've got an inside look at Sacred and Fit, a new boot camp style gym set to open its doors in the capital. Plus,
Bahamian College baseball players took to the diamond for the first time this season over the weekend. Find out who on Our Sports.
welcome back. They say summer bodies are made in the winter, so now is the time to get started on your fitness goals. On Shirley Street, just at the front of J-Line Fitness, comes Sacred and Fit Boot Camps. Founder and trainer McDonald John Louis started the fitness program back in 2020. He says his goal is to nurture the whole man, mentally, spiritually, and of course, physically.
Right now, with the rise of mental issues and just the depression, anxiety, my job as a fitness instructor is bigger than just fitness. We motivate our people on daily just to be better people. Fitness is just one aspect of it, but if you're in shape physically, but you're mentally overweight, you're spiritually overweight, it does you no good. So we try to tap into that aspect as well as keeping our people inspired and motivating them. But our style is, we do strength training, cardio. It's a mixture of everything. A complete program.
Jean Louis says when he returned to the Bahamas in 2019, he realized there was a need for a unique form of fitness.
We've been servicing the Freeport area since 2020, and it's been great. A lot of great clients in Freeport. Shout out to my clients in Freeport. But we saw a need and demand for Nassau because every time we post videos, people say, please come to Nassau. So, we just wanted to come over here and bring the same type of energy that we have in Freeport over.
And what exactly is that type of energy?
We're big on aesthetics. We understand that when people come into an environment, they want to have an experience, right? It's only so many ways you can do a push-up, a sit-up, a squat, right? But you come here, we got the smoke machine, we got the lights. You feel like you're in the club, but also the workouts are very, very good as well. But, we pride ourselves in giving people an experience that they'll leave here and go tell their coworkers, their family members that, hey, you got to come and experience this yourself.
And if you're ready to make that commitment, the Nassau location of Sacred and Fit offers classes at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and 6 p.m.
We're opening February 19th, first week. It's a free week. We want people to come out and try it out, experience it. We're big on experience as well. With Sacred and Fit, experience and community is very important for us. When we come, we want you to feel at home. No matter what your fitness level is, you can come and feel welcome.
Bahamian College baseball standouts make their season debuts. Tage Adderley is here with Weekend Sports. Tage.
Thanks, Megan. Good evening. Welcome to Our Sports. I'm Tage Adderley. Recent transfers Dalen Adderley of Loyola Marymount University and Dante Stewart of the University of Memphis both came into the season looking to make impacts with their new teams. They took the field for the first time this weekend. Dalen Adderley played in his first game with Loyola Marymount on Friday, helping his team sweep a doubleheader against Sacramento State. In the first game, he started in left field and went 1 for 4 from the 3 spot with the single to help the Lions get a 4-0 win over Sac State. The second game went extra innings, going 11, with the Lions emerging 12-10 in extras. Adderley went 0 for 4 from the DH slot, but he did manage to get on base with 2 walks. Dante Stewart also made his debut with Memphis. The grad transfer from Northwestern State got to start at second base, going 1 for 5 with a single, a walk, a stolen base, and 2 runs scored. But it wasn't enough as his Memphis Tigers fell to Jacksonville State 6-5 in a 13-inning marathon on Friday night. Stewart and the Tigers bounced back on Saturday night to help their team get its first win. He went 2 for 4 with a single and a solo long ball to help Memphis get a 7-4 victory. And that'll do it for sports this evening. I'm Tage Adderley. Have a great week.
Thanks so much, Tage. On the other side of this break, we've got the full recap of the long-awaited and highly anticipated Burna Boy concert. Our Danielle Miller was there. Stick with us. welcome back. Well, it is officially that time of the week to wind down and prepare for the new week ahead. As to what you can expect weather-wise, Ian McKenzie is back with your extended forecast.
Thanks, Megan. Welcome back, everyone. Here's a look now at your extended forecast where we have high pressure across the central and southeast Bahamas. This high pressure system will slide eastwards in response to this approaching cold front that should spell some showers and thunderstorms across the northwest Bahamas tonight through tomorrow. Take a look now at a boating forecast where we're asking you small craft operators to remain in on the airport in the northwest Bahamas. Winds will be southwest to west 15 to 25, gusting high at times, seas 5 to 8 feet, but up to 9 feet offshore. Low tide 9:22 p.m. tonight, high tide at 3:59 a.m. tomorrow morning. The central and southeast Bahamas, small craft should use caution again. Winds southerly 15 to 20, seas 4 to 6 feet over the ocean. Here's a look now at your national forecast. And in your extended forecast, expect showers to continue through Monday. So we start off the work week as a wet one. Tuesday, showers tempering off. Then Wednesday through Sunday, thereabouts, we're looking at pretty stable conditions. Pleasant, dry for the most part. Expect some showers to return on Saturday. We're looking at those highs getting into the mid-70s, low temperatures in the mid to low 60s. That's a wrap in the evening forecast. Make it a great, safe, fun night, everyone.
Thanks, Ian. Last night brought the long-awaited finale as Foreign Currency unveiled the highly anticipated Spillergate featuring Burna Boy. Our entertainment correspondent, Danielle Miller, was there to capture some electrifying highlights.
Bright lights, a pulsating sound system, and a stage that could rival international platforms. Foreign Currency Promotions debuted its inaugural Spillergate concert at Fort Charlotte last evening. Featuring a perfect blend of both international sensations and local talents, the event stretched well into the early hours of the morning. Artists such as Judah DeLion, Banks Cavelli, and renowned international hip-hop artist Rich Homie Quan graced the stage.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, we never opened up for a big artist like this before, so still feeling a little chill, so yeah, joke, you know what I mean? Banks Cavelli, related to the world, you know what I mean?
We ready. It's the big stage, we gotta do what we gotta do. But we always do. It feels amazing. Feel like home. I love the culture, I love the food, and I love the people.
Even Reggie and Mayor made a special guest appearance during Overdoses set, further igniting the already charged atmosphere. As anticipation reached its peak, the moment everyone had been waiting for finally arrived. Known as the African Giant, Burna Boy emerged from the stage fog ready to deliver a memorable show. Backed by a full band and impeccable synchronized dancers, the Grammy-nominated artist exuded an infectious energy that left attendees yearning for more.
Where are you ladies visiting from?
I'm from South Africa.
I'm from Canada, Alberta.
And how did you like the concert?
It was incredible. It's always been my dream to see Burna in real life, and what are the chances I get to see him in the Bahamas? It was really amazing.
The vibes were so high. Like, the Bahamas are where to see Burna Boy at.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Danielle Miller.
Thanks so much, Danny. Looks like a great time. And thank you for joining us for Our News Weekend. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Megan Shepherd. Have a safe and wonderful evening.